Tied to Kubo's absolute masterpiece has been victim to something which has annihilated its reputation: biased. Unhinged, unprecedented, unrelentless bias. Numerous things about Bleach were simply underestimated, only getting proper recognition in many aspects when the Thousand Year Blood War anime returned, one such being Powerscaling. For decades, propaganda has been thrown at Ichigo's power, putting him on low-tier fighters like characters from Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, My Hero, and Black Clover. So many anime fans think that Bleach as a voice can't even cap out planetary, with them often saying that characters like Naruto and Luffy could solo without even trying. In spite of that, the most influential manga in the Big Three returning has caused the GOAT to finally be acknowledged for the powerhouse that he is. So in this video, Kawagami will debunk the true strength of the Deathberry, Ichigo Kurosaki, and fair warning, it gets absolutely insane.
Use the most powerful magical weapon in my arsenal.
A major misconception with Bleach scaling is that characters like Danga, Ichigo, and Butterfly Aizen were going all out and could only destroy mountains, meaning they are not planetary, let alone continental. I find these people so funny because they will casually forget Bleach characters can concentrate their spiritual energy. It's the exact same thing with the Zanpakuto, for example. They concentrate their size, since if they didn't, their blades would be as big as skyscrapers. In that instance specifically, both characters needed Karakura Town, which exists on planet Earth, to either protect it or create the Okan. Also, your AP would equal your durability because the AP equals Ryasu and Ryasu equals both of them. Before we actually get into scaling, we need to prove that the Worms and Bleach are indeed universes. In the wiki page of Bleach Cosmology, it explains that Wako Mundo, Soul Society, and the World of the Living are all universes. There are also many other statements besides the Versus Battle wiki which would easily make these Worms universes. For example, in the Society at night, we see a starry sky, showing that there are not only stars but also galaxies. These galaxies would exist within the separate universes, and since they're all meant to parallel each other, we can quantify that each one is its own universe. This is explained even better by Not the God model on the Comic Vine page. Also, on that point, everything non-canon is actually canon. Not in a story sense. They are canon as damn near everything that's not canon is worked on by Kubo to make changes to the story. So if these events were to genuinely be canon and happen, there wouldn't be any plot holes. So when scaling Bleach characters, you can use statements and feats from non-canon material. In the Way Guy arc, Uketake himself points out that the Soul Society and the World of the Living timelines were out of sync, and it's also explained in this diagram here during the Soul Society arc. In Bleach, there's a concept of Reishi, spiritual matter, and Kishi, matter. Kishi resides in the World of the Living. However, for the other two realms to exist, they matter at Reishi and cannot contain Kishi. That's why during the Soul Society or even Wako Mundo, when humans like Uryu, Orihime, and Chad wanted to go there, they forced the needs to be converted into Reishi. With that established, how can the Bleach Cosmology only be planets within the same universe if they were not separate timelines? Also, how can this cosmology only be planetary if Kishi cannot exist within Wako Mundo or Soul Society universes? Everything is separated by the Garganta, an infinite space-time void of Reishi which holds up the realms and prevents them from coming in contact with each other. If the Garganta is just outer space, why is it stated to be an infinite void? And if the Garganta is outer space, then why are there stars? Finally, in the Thousand Year Blood War anime, Sanjimaru says that the release of Squazio's true power will shake the heaven and offset the three realms. This kanji can be translated to universe. Now we have clearly established that the realms and Bleach are in fact universes. It's just that most of the fighting and action takes place on planetary structures within these universes.
For the world of the living, it is the dimension we as humans live in real life. It is a universe which contains outer space, star and galaxies, and the Milky Way. We also see multiple statements saying that the world of the living is a universe and houses galaxies. For the Soul Society, we've seen that it can house infinite spaces like Mugen, thus making it infinite and universal. Even if Mugen didn't exist, Soul Society is supposed to be parallel to the world of the living and thus would be a universe with stars, galaxies, and celestial bodies. Wako Mundo is stated to contain an infinite amount of spiritual matter. This is supported by the fact that Bloodborne can soak up Rishi to create an endless infinite amount of soldiers. To make that infinite amount, you will need an infinite source, and since Wako Mundo is made from richer, that makes it infinite size and thus universal. In the novels, Tokunada also says that Wako Mundo is sazeless unending. Even without these statements, Wako Mundo is also parallel to the world of the living.
Ichigo is shown time and time again to be able to destroy multiple things within the cosmology. For example, in the Fullbringer arc, Ichigo is trapped within Yukio's Fullbringer and Daedalus must die. This Fullbringer allows Yukio to create a dimension, and within this dimension are a planet and a star. Ichigo's Bankai release destroys this dimension, with the low ball for that being star level. Yamamoto is stated to destroy the entire Soul Society with his Bankai release, and Trishikai Ichigo should easily kill Yamamoto as he was able to kill the Soul King, something which Yuha couldn't even do. And the version of Yuha which wasn't able to do this is massively stronger than the one that killed Yamamoto. In the Hellverse movie, Ichigo destroys 3 layers of hell, which are stated to either be planets or universes, which again should be scaling him to Multiversal. Once more, Senjumaru says that the true power of Squad Zero should shake the universes. However, based on the trailers, it seems that the Shu staff were able to escape this Bankai and defeat Senjumaru. Ichigo easily clears all the Shu staff as he defeated the leader Yuha. On the mention of him, Yuha infuses the Soul King had the power to reshape all of these realities and realms in Bleach, putting him at Multiversal. Ichigo, and I repeat, Ichigo skills above Yuha. Yuha had to force Ichigo to kill the Soul King because he himself couldn't. Ichigo went through the Soul King test, showing that he is capable of saving the 3 worlds and being the Soul King. People also misinterpret Ichigo's final fight with Yuha, so let me explain what actually happened. Aizen uses Kyoko's Regenshi to trick Yuha, and once tricked, Ichigo, without anyone assisting him with this attack, kills Yuha in a weakened Bankai state. Using the Almighty, Yuha pretty much rewrites his death, which is why we see him come back. Uru uses the antithesis so Yuha can't see him with the Almighty, and then shoots the arrow, causing Yuha to lose his abilities. Since he could no longer rewrite his death, Ichigo is finally able to permanently kill Yuha. Since Ichigo killed the multiversal character in a weakened state, he is clearly multiversal himself. So Ichigo killed Yuha, who was infused with the Soul King, who is the creator of the Bleach Cosmology. The greatest structure is the Garganta, which houses all the realms in Bleach, and is infinite. Ichigo being able to destroy a structure of infinite size, the fact that the Garganta would also fall if all the realms did, and just scaling to the Cosmology since he killed his creator 3 times, will put Ichigo at Hyperversal.
Robo-Karate will explain why Garganta is universal. First off, Garganta is an infinite void erasure, which holds all dimensions within Bleach. It is high universal plus in comparison to the infinite size of the realms, meaning it's infinite itself. We also know that the Garganta contains multiple dimensions such as the valley of streams. It also has its own space-time as seen during Zaraki's fight with Xian. Hell must exist within the Garganta. During the Hell movie, we are told that Hell is a multiverse and a hierarchical construct of several realms. In a hierarchical construct, each level or layer must transcend the other in terms of dimensionality, kind of like a pyramid system. So for example, at the top would be realms with the highest dimensionality or kings, then at the bottom you have lowest dimensionality or peasants. Based on the fact that Hell is referred to as multiverse, if we were to make the assumption that each layer or universe in Hell is its own space-time, that's already 4D. Then since there are 5 layers in Hell and each layer transcends the other, the final layer of Hell should be 8D. Since the Garganta holds at 8D, space it should be 9D. As I explained before, Ichigo scales to the Cosmology, and since Battle vs. Wiki defines Universal level as characters from 6 to 9 on the dimensional scale, Ichigo can be considered universal.
For speed, Ichigo is well above light speed. He reacts to the Menos Grande Zero in the first arc of Bleach, and casually reacts to Zero's again in the Oranko Saga, and again with light beams from the Kuzi and 1000-year Blood War. These beams move at light speed, and no amount of mental gymnastics will change that fact. Even in Soul Society, we can change scale Ichigo's Bankai to massively faster than light. Shuhei and the other lieutenant is dodging the Gaishino beam, which is literally light speed. Byakuya could easily speed with Shuhei, and Ichigo and Bankai was able to move so fast he could have killed Byakuya if he wanted to. You can also scale Ichigo to infinite speed at the end of 1000-year Blood War, as he was able to speed with Yuha, who was going to cover an infinite distance, all the realms in Bleach within a finite amount of time. Ichigo also has many other techniques in his arsenal, like Blue Vein and Haido for defense, or his Granite Serogatsuga Tensho, which was able to damage Yuha. Ichigo is also at least a 5-dimensional character, and that's at his lowest. This is because in his Danga form, Ichigo accepts his Zanpakuto and gains the ability to transcend into 5-dimensionality. We know this since Aizen was a 4-dimensional being and couldn't sense Ichigo because Ichigo is 5-dimensional. Actually, those statements are hyperbolic. Then how is Aizen able to kill the Kotetsu, which governs over space-time, making it 4D? Ichigo accepts his Zanpakuto again in 1000-year Blood War, so it should be safe to assume that he would have the same ability to transcend dimensionality. Yuha even confirms this, saying Ichigo regained the power he had when he fought Aizen. So that was my version of Ichigo scaling. Now, I'ma say this right now, I'm not a professional power scaler. If you found any issues, you can debunk it in the comments. I'm not gonna be doing Discord debates, but if you want to debunk it, I'll talk with you there. I've actually seen people go into thorough scaling of Ichigo and put him at Outerversal and 7-dimensional, and I think you can go even further from there. What's insane is that the peak of scaling for Ichigo, which is the 1000-year Blood War arc, is still an inexperienced version of Ichigo who has yet to reach his full potential. We know that he's a potential Soul King candidate and probably much more. Bleach has a vast, unique, and insane cosmology, which people will simply downplay. Tell me why I saw monkeys in the comments saying the Bleach verse is only planetary, as if we don't see a star every other day. So from this video, Ichigo is Hyperversal, at least a 5-dimensional being, and you can scale him to infinite speed. So to all you One Piece and Naruto glazers, I'll wait for a Hyperversal scaling of any of your characters, which have been shown in the story and have feats. Based on what we scaled Ichigo today, he definitely 100% next Dragon Ball.
Guys!